What's going on, guys? So I want to get on to share with you my experience of renting from lensrental.com. Now this is my first time renting from this company, and the company used to be called Borrow Lens, but nonetheless they've changed their names. This video is not sponsored. I wish it was, but it's not sponsored. But I want to share with you my experience. Now just know I just received the order and I was about to open it, and I thought, hey, let me share this experience. So I created the account with Lens Rentals on the 18th of June. And I did that because, well, let me back up. Let me give you the background. I was hired to do a wedding, and the wedding is on June the 29th. Now, I've always wanted to shoot with primes at weddings, even though I'm typically using one body and I have a backup body, because the weddings I've done, they've gone at a pace that I can afford to change lens on the same body without missing anything. Those spaces where I couldn't change the lens, I would stick with the 24-70 f2.8. Okay, now back to the story. I want to shoot with a 35mm f1.4. So I reached out to Lens Rental online. I created the account. I saw the lens that I wanted to, and it was at a price that wouldn't break the bank as far as renting it. I created the account on June the 18th. After creating the account with them, I went on to rent the lens. When I did that, I received an email stating, okay, it was accepted, but someone may reach out to me with a phone call or email to ask for more information. Well, I received that email, and it was some simple questions like, where do you work, your job title, alternative way of contacting you, which is understandable. You're about to rent an item for a portion of the value of it. So they want to make sure, as their words exactly, you're not some type of cunning criminal. Was it cunning criminal? Well, maybe not exactly, but something to the effect that you're not a criminal. When I went back online to rent the lens, it was pretty much the same day, because all of that for me happened in the same day. Now, your time may vary for whatever reason. I saw the lens again, it was still available. The time frame, it was available. You have to check those things on there. I registered for it, and it was accepted. Now, I received the email that was telling me when the lens would ship, when the lens is expected to arrive. Now, although the agreement said that it would ship on the 26th and arrive on the 27th, they actually shipped it before time, before the 26th, in order for it to have arrived to me on time. My agreement was that I want the lens to be in my possession on the 26th of June, and that I would return it on July the 3rd. Now, the breakdown of that cost-wise was the lens was only $69 to rent. They added sales tax, which is understandable, of $2.56. Now shipping, just bear with me, shipping was $25. Now, you would say that's a little steep, but considering what it is, it's a lens that retail for just north of $1,300. You're gonna want coverage on it, and you're also gonna want the lens to have a chance to arrive on the specific time that you're requesting it. But there's a plus to that. That also includes shipping back to them. And because this was my first time renting from them, I did catch the email, which was a 15% off, which came out to $6.90. So my grand total for renting this lens was, drumroll, $89.66. Okay, cool. That's covered in the wedding. So the package arrives, I started opening it, I think, hey, let's share this. So let's see what we have. Oh, yeah, okay. So I cut it open and I stopped, because again, I want to share this. If this box is making a lot of noise, I apologize. It comes in this sturdy box, cardboard box. And I Lysol Pelican Brief. Oh, Brandy. Okay, again, this is not a sponsored video, okay, by any means. Because in the fact, well, to be clear, I'm going to add a second part to this video of probably about a week after I return it, so that I can see what the return is. I'll know what the lens looked like, what condition it was when when I ship it back, and I'll get a chance to see what they say or don't say. Okay, let's see. We'll open, press and release, and we have, what do we have? Oh, let's get this. This is a nice case. A Vortex case. We have the lens, and we have, cool. So they include a strip of tape to tape the box back up with a shipping label, which is very convenient. You don't have to fill out anything. There's not a chance of you getting it wrong. They've printed the shipping label back out for you. And again, this is a really nice case. Just, I don't have any types of Pelican cases that I'm using at the moment, but this is nice. Now let's see what we have. So, assuming the same pouch that you would receive if you purchased it from, Sony or whoever you've purchased your camera gear from. We have the lens with the cap and the lens hood, as well as the back cap. And in addition to the foam that's already in the carrying, or in this case right here, they added an additional piece of foam. Okay, cool. The lens is actually smaller than what I expected to have been. That's no part of lens rental. I've just not had this lens or used this lens before. It's really cool. I like the weight. Interesting thing is, it actually has a I wonder if they knew this, or if someone left it on. What is this? Howa EVU anti-static. Well, I have a couple of days before the wedding, so I'm going to try this out with and without it. But as far as the lens, I'm curious. I'm not going to compare it yet because, again, I've not used it. But it feels about the same size of my 85 f1.8 by Sony. Now it does feel a little heavier, but I'm liking what I see. But again, guys, this video wasn't intended to be long. I just wanted to share with you my experience with lens rental, and so far, man, it's awesome. It's great. Pray it continues to go this way. I have no issues with returning it as long as I do my part of taking care of this baby, which I try to take care of my gear. But so far, so good. So I received an email from Lens Rental today. So that means I shipped it on the 2nd. They received it today, which is the 5th. And the email simply states that they acknowledge receiving the email. They also says that it could take a couple of days to do their review of everything. If there's something wrong, I'll hear from them. If I don't hear from them within a couple of days, that just means everything was a-okay. So I'm gonna give it a couple more days. I'm gonna wait to see if I hear anything from them. If not, I'm gonna consider it closed and I'm gonna update you on this process. Talk to you soon. So that's it. The lens was returned. I did not receive an email, so I consider that a win-win. Great situation. Would I recommend Lens Rental? Of course. Will I rent from them again? Of course. And even I've considered my next purchase may be a used lens, and I may try to purchase it from Lens Rental. And I'll let you know how that goes if I decide to do that. But anyway, grab your camera and go create. God bless.